Since 1977, Congress has given the Federal Reserve clear objectives to promote both employment, maximum employment, and stable prices. The Fed's dual mandate is critical in addressing the key way most Americans experience the economy, and that's through their jobs. And it has played a pivotal role in maintaining a healthy labor market. But the Fed is best able to deliver on this mandate when it is independent from political interference. There have been attempts by presidents to shape the Fed's monetary policy in the past, but nothing compares to President Trump's ongoing campaign to take control of the Fed. First, he lashed out at Chairman Powell on social media saying, quote, termination cannot come fast enough, end of quote. Then President Trump said that the fact that the building renovation cost the Fed went over budget was a, quote, fireable offense. And now he is attempting to illegally remove federal board governor Dr. Lisa Cook, all the while installing a White House employee taking a, quote, unpaid leave of absence as the Fed board governor. The end goal here is clear. President Trump is attempting to take over the Fed. But don't take my word for it. Larry Kudlow, the president's former director of National Economic Council, said, quote, the bottom line is this: Trump's going to take the Fed over, as he should, end of quote. He wants control of the Fed in order to bail out his failing economic agenda. That agenda has slowed growth, weakened job numbers, and persistently delivered above-target inflation. President Trump needs a scapegoat because Americans simply aren't feeling the economic relief he promised. So he's now seeking to convert the Fed into an extension of his administration. And that really is a terrible idea. There's good reason why there has been a long-standing bipartisan consensus that a president should not be able to dictate monetary policy. Short-term political interests do not always align with what is good for the long-term health of the American economy. And there are real-world consequences when those political interests override the central bank. We've seen this happen before, both domestically and abroad. In the 1970s, we saw President Nixon's pressure campaign on then-Chairman Arthur Burns, and it led to an environmental rip for stagflation. In recent years, we saw President Erdogan take over of the Turkish central bank, lead to their currency reaching an 85% inflation rate. It is clear to every objective observer that President Trump is searching for pretexts to take control of the Fed and adjust the federal funds rate as he sees fit. This will harm American workers, consumers, and businesses alike. And I'm hoping my Republican colleagues will help us to make sure that Congress does not just stand by and let it happen. With that, I yield back the balance of my time.